Good evening. This is CTV News for Thursday, December 7th. I'm Byron Scott.
And I'm Bruce DePoit. Thanks for being with us tonight. Up first for you this time, the Washington area is about to get its first taste of winter weather. Colder temperatures are headed our way this weekend and on into next week. And so for the utility that provides water and sewer service to the Maryland suburbs, that means a rash of pipe problems is likely right around the corner.
This is a Super Bowl period.
It happens like clockwork every year. Plummeting temperatures triggering an increase in pipe problems below ground. This was the scene when a pipe failure along River Road in Montgomery County caused a huge mess and a loss of water service for nearby homes and businesses. The WSSC responds to 1,800 water pipe breaks a year, most of them between November and February. The first task when a call comes in, finding the exact location of the problem.
And we're able to, with this device, input the size of the water main, the distance between the two correlators, and then we'll pinpoint the leak.
Sometimes repair crews use microphones placed right on the road surface.
If there's a spraying noise coming from underground, we can hear it with these set of headphones.
So if I put this on, would I hear anything?
Absolutely.
Once they know where a break has occurred, crews get clearance to dig in that area, then head below ground to make the repair.
That's a great feeling, and I'm sure they're waiting to either drink some water or be able to use it, so it's definitely a great feeling.
The WSSC has hundreds of workers and additional contractors on standby ready to deploy. Because the bulk of the pipe breaks occur during the cold, dark months of winter, preparation is key.
Basically make sure you got the right type of clothes on, right boots, and be suited up and try to stay as warm as possible.
We have hundreds of pieces of equipment. We have some great new pipe, the zinc-coated pipe, which is we're one of the only utilities in the United States is using this pipe, coupled with that wrapping that you see that protects the pipe from corrosion. So we're ready.
Now, you play an important role in helping WSSC respond to pipe breaks promptly. If you see a water main break, you're encouraged to call the utility's emergency call center or send an email. Also, you can download the WSSC app. Communicating that way helps crews pinpoint the exact location of the problem.
It's a place where homeless people can go to get a break from the harshness of the outdoors and feel cared for. The Prince George's County Plaza Day Center located on Adelphi Road. Those in need can get food, take a shower, and use the resources like computers to try to get a job and get back on their feet. A group of churches started it just over a year ago to help the community.
They wouldn't really have a place to go during the day. I mean, a lot of people hang out for 2, 3, 4 hours and just sort of, there'll be some chess games that get played, card games. It gives them a chance to check their email over there. Some of them take naps. It's a place for people. It's a safe, warm place where people can come and relax. When it gets cold, the numbers will go up a little bit more. But we also get a lot of people that are in boarding houses or renting rooms because I think more because they can get a good meal than anything else.
Now, that center is also staffed with 2 social workers to help the homeless people.
Some good news to report tonight. Homelessness is on the decline in Maryland. According to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, the total number of persons experiencing a homelessness problem on a single night fell 5.7%. Local communities reported a nearly 20% decrease in homeless families and a drop of more than 3% for veterans. Chronic homelessness fell 12.5%. A recent drop in temperatures claims the life of a Maryland resident. According to the Maryland Department of Health, a senior woman from Garrett County is the first death reported for the winter weather season due to hypothermia. Officials are encouraging residents to wear multiple layers and to keep the head, hands, and feet covered to stay warm during the extreme cold. In 2016, there were 34 hypothermia-related deaths reported in the state.
Jury deliberations underway in the case of Adrian Crudup. He's the Prince George's County police officer accused of witness tampering. The state contends Crudup tried to intervene on behalf of a friend who had been arrested on drug and weapons charges. The officer faced 11 counts when the case began on Tuesday, but the defense succeeded in getting 6 of those charges dismissed. A verdict could come as soon as this evening. And U.S. Senator Al Franken says he plans to resign in the coming weeks. The move comes on the heels of several women, 8 in all, who recently came forward saying that the senator groped and forcibly tried to kiss them. In a speech today, Franken defiantly claimed some accusations of sexual misconduct against him are not true, while others he remembered he said differently.
Mr. President.
Senator from Minnesota.
Serving in the United States Senate has been the great honor of my life. I know in my heart that nothing I have done as a senator, nothing, has brought this honor on this institution. And I am confident that the Ethics Committee would agree. Nevertheless, today I am announcing that in the coming weeks, I will be resigning as a member of the United States Senate. I, of all people, am aware that there is some irony in the fact that I am leaving while a man who has bragged on tape about his history of sexual assault sits in the Oval Office, and a man who has repeatedly preyed on young girls campaigns for the Senate with the full support of his party.
Meantime, Senator Tim Kaine of Virginia is calling for the release of the Senate's sexual harassment claims and settlements. Kaine says he won't release the identities of survivors or the accused, but will release the information to help determine the scope of the problem and develop some solutions.